I wanted to show you something with bead weaving. These are pony beads, and I want to make several pony bead tapestries to hang on the windows. As you can see, this is an air conditioner hose. I want pony bead tapestries near the major appliances to trap any magnetic fields. And although you see the flag pattern behind the loom, that's a pattern I've written up. It's basically a knitting pattern, but you can use it, or I can use it, for either knitting, large beadwork, small beadwork. Now, before I say anything more, a beaded flag or a knitted flag, they're not included in the United States flag code. They would be considered, one, unofficial, and two, probably disrespectful to the flag. With me and my seizures, the flag is a permanent image for me because of getting hit by lightning, car accident, all kinds of things. So with me, it's residual images. I always recognize a flag, which then becomes a medical plus. And so if I make my beaded tapestries flags and I put them around the house, I'm resetting my thinking at the same time that I'm trapping magnetic fields. And magnetic fields can cause dizziness, being sick, not feeling well all of a sudden, and they come off of all of our major appliances. So, also Wi-Fi. If you have Wi-Fi on in the house all the time, it's a constant magnetic field. So these will trap that in all ways. But about the bead weaving, this is my pipe loom made out of PVC pipe. And it's a wonderful loom that was described in a book called Kids Weaving, and I'll put a link to the book. The woman also has a website where she has the plans for the loom on a website. She did at one point. I'll see if that's still there. But when you're doing pony bead, even though pony beads are big and easy, and I'm using crochet thread and a tapestry needle to do this beadwork, so this is like supersizing normal beadwork. The first row is always the hardest. So I'm just in the middle of putting the first row of the flag in, and you will see this white cotton is a series of half hitches all across the warp. 2 rows, this is sumac weaving, and how in Persia they do it tighter than that. But in Persia, that's sumac weaving, which I do with tapestries. But it's basically a rug weaving technique. And if you put 2 rows of sumac knots, or a half hitch on each warp thread, it keeps, you can see here, keeps the warp threads a little bit more open until you get that first row of beads in. Now you can do the same thing on small seed bead size tapestries. You can use either thread or like crochet thread for the knots. So this is a way to use a frame loom, and this is a wonderful frame loom. In this case, for pony bead weaving of tapestries.